What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. And for this week's episode, it's gonna be a very controversial one, because I know that I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be a lot of people, posting in the comments below saying, one is better than the other. We all know. This week's episode is actually something that I was talking about when I revealed the full set list for Blazing Vortex, and also for Lightning Overdrive as well. I guess the final revisions of sorts. The big question is whether or not you should buy the singles or whether or not you should buy the booster boxes. This is something that guys like SEMO, guys like MBT, Yu-Gi-Oh! I know that House of Champs, maybe? And I think maybe Farfa, I don't know. Guys like them have been talking about a lot over the years. And honestly, that discussion is is kind of a unique one, because when you think about it, depending on what set you're going after, oftentimes the set can be, it can be pretty cheap or pretty expensive, or it can be pretty expensive. Like, I know that with don't mind the dog. She's probably barking at my mailman. Anyway, when you think about it, I know that with Secrets of Eternity, I know that the starting, that when it was released, I think it was like going at like $50-$60, so about the price of a normal core booster box. But over time, the cards in the set didn't even go for anything. Literally, they went for like absolutely nothing. So but for this one in particular, I'm going to be talking about Blazing Vortex, and I'm going to be comparing the prices between TCG Player and also Troll and Toad as well. I actually used Troll and Toad a few times to get a few singles for some decks that I'm working on. I'm still working on my Dark World deck. So yeah, that was gonna be a hassle. But let's actually compare, because truth be told, because when you think about it, there's actually a few cards in the set that are pretty pricey. So if you were to buy a sealed booster box of Blazing Vortex off of Troll and Toad, you're gonna be spending about $80 compared to TCG Player, where you're only going to be paying about $60. Which, honestly, I prefer using my sponsor, which is obviously the Collector Store. Which again, their prices are extremely fair. I would say they're about the same as TCG Player. It depends on how you see it. But when you talk about the singles, when you talk about how pricey the singles are, you have to think about one of the most notable cards in Blazing Vortex, and that is actually, if I can actually find it, I believe it is. I think these are all like starting prices. So I think the most expensive card in the set, one of the most expensive cards is actually Pot of Prosperity, which on Troll and Toad is going for literally $95. Compared to TCG Player, I believe they are selling it at $90. So again, a lot of these things can happen a lot. It's a matter of it's not a matter of which site is better. It's more so a matter of where you should get them. I know that some people have used sites like Card Market. I know that Jobber has used Card Market a lot. I know that Rhymestyle for his older Pokemon pack openings and Yu-Gi-Oh pack openings, he uses what you call it, Troll and Toad. Actually, he actually uses Troll and Toad, but another card that's actually pretty expensive, depending on how you see it, is Armed Dragon Thunder level 10, which the card is not too shabby. It's not that bad of a card. The problem is the fact that you're not. The problem is the card isn't even that good. You have to have, the synergy has to be there. The card is just not that good. Simo even admitted it, and even I said it as well. This set is not even that great. So Armed Dragon Thunder level 10. I think on TCG Player, if I can find it. Some got caught on my lip. I believe because I know that it's going. So on Troll and Toad, it's going for like $12. On TCG Player, it'll probably be around like 10. If you want to talk about Starlight rares in the set, the most expensive Starlight rare you can get from this set, there are two: Trishula and Pot of Prosperity. Trishula, I believe, is going for, if I can, is going for $351 on TCG Player, compared to Troll and Toad, I believe, is going for a pretty good amount of money. It's about the same. But again, these things can happen a lot, and over time, over the years, there's been a lot of people who have bought the singles, and they ended up regretting it in the end because of the fact that they believed that, oh, this card's going to be good. Once they bought it and they looked at the effects, they realized, oh, it's not even that good. So, again, I think I speak for myself, Simo, House of Champs, and for those who always tell you guys these things, I think buying the singles is a lot better, because when you think about it, if you were to buy the singles, you'll be able to get exactly what you need. But it all depends on the set, So when you think about sets like Legendary Duelist Season 2, you're literally going to be getting. You could potentially get everything you need, in just one display box. So obviously we know with Season 2, you get 8 mini boxes, the same as Season 1 and Dragons of Legend, the complete series. But the difference between Season 1 and Season 2 is that with this one, it's like Dragons of Legend, where you get a where you get a dice. I'll show you, hang on. I actually have the dice in a deck box here. So, these are the 3 dice that you can get from Dragons of Legend, the complete series. So we have here. Okay, never mind. I guess not. All right, so we have here a Fang of Critias die, which obviously has the official Yu-Gi-Oh logo on it. We also have actually one of my favorites. Actually, the color looks amazing. We have the Eye of Timaeus, which looks absolutely beautiful. And then also too, we have the Claw of Heramos. Truth be told, I actually pulled 2 of them. If you guys didn't watch that opening, you need to watch it. I pulled all 3 and a double of Heramos, which honestly was awesome. And I'm actually planning on doing. I'm actually planning on opening up 6 mini boxes potentially of Season 2. I don't know if I'll be able to get the whole display box, but I will be doing that opening very soon. But yeah. So again, with cards like Trishula off of TCG Player as a Starlight Rare, it's going for well over $350 compared to Troll and Toad. They have a price at $550. As to why, I have no clue. Trishula, it's post errata. It has the new errata, so it's not even that good anymore. And even also too, Pot of Prosperity as a Starlight Rare is, I believe, what did they price it at? No, that wasn't it. Where are you? Oh, I had it somewhere. Oh well. I'm sure I will find it. I believe Pot of Prosperity as a Starlight Rare off a TCG Player. They had it priced at, I think, like $400 or something like that. Somewhere around there. Let me take a look. Hang on. Yeah. Actually, they had a price at $485. Troll and Toad actually has a price at $500. Yeah, again, Starlight Rares are pretty expensive, which literally forces people to contemplate their own life, which is pretty funny. But again, honestly, I would just recommend, again, when you think about buying the singles or buying the booster boxes, that is pretty much that's pretty much everybody's opinion. Everybody will say, "Oh, you should buy the boxes, they're better." Honestly, no. I think buying the singles will be better because you can actually get everything you need to a certain extent. If you're unable to get a specific card, then I would recommend trading. Going to locals, going to wherever, trade your stuff for that one card. That way you don't have to break your own bank, which again, a lot of people do that. A lot of people they actually do that sometimes. They'll break the bank and buy a specific card that goes for, like, I'll say $1,000 just for, as an example. And they'll say, "Oh, this card was just broken." Hang on. Oh, never mind. I thought I had a perfect example, but I guess not. Anyway, again, I would just recommend buying the singles, especially off of Blazing Vortex, because Blazing Vortex isn't even that good. Literally, it's not even that good. The cards that are in the set, and I talked about it in Wednesday's video. Actually, I talked about it in Wednesday's video. Like, the set is not even that great. I mean, I know that I think, what's the next core set we have? I think the next set is Lightning Overdrive. Yeah. So the next set after Blaze Vortex will be Lightning Overdrive, and that one is a set that I'm actually going to be getting a box of if I am able to. Excuse me, because truth be told, there's a few cards in there that I'm after. Because I'm after the new Black Rose support, and also Book of Lunar Eclipse, which that one is going to be a very interesting card. It's basically a Twin Twister Book of Moon. So, and what I mean by that is you discard a card for cost, which that's the Twin Twister part, and you get to target 2 cards on on the two monsters on the field and put them and playing them face down. You can actually do that with your own monsters as well, which that's pretty good. So the cards that are in the set, just to name some of them, you have all of the new armed dragon monsters. You have Thunder level 10, 7, 5, and 3. You have Armed Dragon level 10 white. You have the new Spriggan's archetype, the new S-Force, which people people keep saying that's a sleeper archetype. Honestly, I don't see anything good about that archetype. I know that Fabled and Metal Foes are getting a little bit of support, which Metal Foes, honestly, that makes no sense at all, given the fact that Electromite is banned. Unless if they randomly decide to unban Electromite, which would make no sense at all. But yeah, again, literally the cards in here aren't even that good. So if I were to buy singles from this set, I would probably again, the main cards that I would probably want to go after. I would go after I would probably go after the new Live Twin card, which is Live Twin Lilla Treat. Possibly Eldritch the Mad Golden Lord. I know that's a card that we've been wanting for a while now in the TCG. Diamond Bell is a pretty interesting card. Sacred Tree Beast Hyperiton, I believe it's pronounced. That card is just basically VFD. It's basically the cheap, a poor man's VFD. I know that people have started rumors that VFD is going to be getting banned. Another card that is also interesting is actually Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. What's interesting about that card? It's basically Appaloosa. It's basically Appaloosa, but it's a little bit different. That one is going for like $40. So yeah, that's a pretty interesting card. It's a pretty interesting card. Again, Pot of Prosperity. Just for me personally, the only cards that I'm after from this set, I'm after Archfiend's Staff of Despair, which actually works perfect with Dark World. And then also to update my Destiny Hero deck, I actually took out one of the Destiny Hero Dark Angels, and I replaced it with Reinforcement of the Army's Troops, which that card is absolutely stupid because you can just automatically, because when your warriors are being targeted for an attack, you could just randomly summon a level 4 warrior. In which case you could summon Shadow Mist, activate Shadow Mist's effect, get out Mass Change, activate Mass Change, and then target, the targeted the attacked monster, and then go into whatever Mass Hero attribute, go into whatever attribute it has. So if you had like Stratos on the field, you could just automatically go into Divine Wind, which is absolutely broken. So again, the big question, is it wise to get the singles more than the boosters themselves? Absolutely, because again, the boxes themselves will go somewhere between $50 to well over $200, depending on how hyped the set is. Why? So my question is, why would you want to buy a booster box that goes for up to $200 when you could just go on to Troll and Toad, go to TCG Player, Amazon, wherever you want to get your singles, and actually buy the singles? Because if you were to buy the singles, you're again, I said it before earlier, you'll be getting everything you need. So So that actually brings me to the question of the day, and I want your guys' opinion. Which is better for you, buying the singles or buying the booster boxes, and why? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious. I'm very curious about this because this discussion gets talked about a lot, especially in communities like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Vanguard, Magic, just to name a few. So again, let me know in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, which gets posted on Fridays, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links will be down in the description. If you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me and want me to open up on the channel, because in 2021, this year, I will be doing fan mail. So if you guys have fan mail and you want to see me open it up, my address will be in the description. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.